at the 28-yard line.
Let's go!
At their own 28-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
First down, Rams.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
Check 26, check 26.
On the toss, it's Gurley. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Watch that quick.
Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Throwing on 3rd. Gone. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence. He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. The 4-time All-Pro Johnny Hecker is on to punt for L.A. Deep for the Rams, Tavon Austin.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
54 right there. 54 miles.
Prescott to throw it. Caught left side by Cobb. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
That's the way to hit.
To Randall Cobb. It's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 4.
54. Stop your whining.
Go to 54. Go to 54. Line. 26.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down. Now keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It was called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in the air, break on the football. Go make a play and accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back. You remember those 3 interception games. It can be contagious, give you a little momentum.
They really can, and it doesn't matter whether it's one person or if you spread them across your entire defense. Everybody wants a piece of that pie.
Check 4. Check 4. Check 37. Check 37. You got tape. You got tape. You got tape right there. Check 37.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. He takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Danny. Check it back.
From the 36, Goff. Gurley's got the first down and then some. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 10-0 to score after one on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Hey, let's go.
From the 50, it's gone. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. When you think about the two quarterbacks in this game, Goff and Prescott, and of course, Jared Goff, the first pick back in the 2016 class. Prescott, that same class, but he was in the 4th round, pick number 135. But Dak would take home Offensive Rookie of the Year honors. Fear not, though, for Jared Goff. He would recover, of course, and lead the Rams to Super Bowl 53 in that eventual loss to the Patriots.
Kill.
Topper.
Check.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they've bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. Then he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down just outside of the...
Xavier Woods on the tackle. It's a gain of 7.
Your trip is here, baby. Your trip is here.
At the Cowboys' 31-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Oh, here we go.
To throw is gone. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Randy Gregory. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Go ahead, take a seat. You can't stop me.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long.
55, Mike 55. Eat. You're not ready.
From the gun, here's Goff. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. To throw is Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. The former Charger All-Pro Eric Weddle on the stop.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
I'm coming after you. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. You.
Here's Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 48.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait and enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Prescott with a blitz coming. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. You give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first.
Check. Watch. Coming this way. Here we go.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Cowboys first down.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. On 2nd and 9, Prescott stepping up. He's going to keep it, and he'll slide down to avoid the contact. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Here we go.
3rd and short yardage, Prescott. And an alley to run. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. They've made goal line offense a priority on the practice field this week. This is exactly the situation they've been prepping for.
Hey, kill!
They'll try to throw now. Prescott, and that's Elliott, complete. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Prescott now. Escaping the press, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Marching in for the sack, Michael Brockers. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Marr able to put this one through. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This fielded at the 2. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Here's Elliott. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
We got 3. 47.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Prescott. This is Cobb with a catch right side. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. A 1st down carry by Elliott. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Watch the slap. Watch the slap. Here we're going to 53. Here we go 46. That's great. 26.
Throwing. Prescott. Shreds the tackle. Steps away. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. Now Elliott. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Elliott. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Out to his left. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Rabbit. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Big Ed. Check safety. Kill.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Bravo.
Check right. Watching your five. Let's go, D. Let's go. Check 52. Check. Cross.
There's Goff. Eluding the pressure right. They got a man. It's Woods. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Let's go.
Goff hitting Woods for a Rams first. Woods coming off by far the best year of his career. 86 catches, over 1,200 yards. Now he's hoping to build on that, but well, he was a key cog in the wheel that took them to the Super Bowl last season.
He's coming. We got double up. Check 43. Hey, watch it.
On first down, Goff. They'll roll him out right. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
Break it
Tonight, black 20.
54 Mike. Drop deep. Slam. Check 24. Check 3. Alert 3.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up.
Here's Goff. Flushed out right. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Goff. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Back now in Arlington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Now Goff. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And after the broken tackle, couldn't get free for much space. Taken down right at the 10. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
I'm coming. No.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. Their rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line, linebackers really work well together.
A 26-yard attempt.
Zerline's kick is up and through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
There to make the tackle, Samson Abukum. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, 47.
Ball trot. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Watch the
26.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Michael Brockers in there to drop him for a loss on the play. You think back to last year, Dak Prescott was sacked 56 times, second most in the league behind Deshaun Watson of the Texans. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott from the gun.
I'm going back to you.
Complete to Jason Witten. Dak finding his tight end Witten, and the Cowboys have a first down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
They'll run on first down. It's Elliott, and able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellows up front in order to bring this one home.
From the 41, Prescott. He gets it over the middle to Cobb. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
You and I have been around teams, and they all have goals for games, don't they? And every team we've ever talked to says what?
No turnovers.
Don't turn the ball over. 0. And they were that close to getting it done. Won't cost them today, but they'll hate that when they're watching the game tape.
Sliding out of the pocket. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only give up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
On second down now, it's Elliott. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And some room to run now. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Mike 5-4. Check the out. Check the out.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, going to 54. Going to 54. Here we go, going to 53. 26.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And some Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. 20, 10, touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on. Get it.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Third and long. It's gone. Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Goff now to throw. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
Go to 54. Go to 54. Line. 54. 54. Coming. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 26.
Well, Prescott here to throw. This will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this? And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he will score.